So very good morning, dear students. So in my previous lecture uh, held on last Wednesday, I taught I started the IUPAC rules for naming of organic compounds containing functional group. Here it is. So monofunctional group. What is that? First of all, monofunctional group means only one functional group. In that, students, I mentioned I taught already longest chain rule. So what it says, you have to select the longest continuous carbon chain. It should include parent chain, should include functional group. So even though it violates the rules of hydrocarbon, that means the IUPAC rules for compounds containing functional group are different from that of hydrocarbon. So please make this point. Note this point, Your Honor. Yes, students. And after I classify the functional groups depending upon their position. What are they? Terminal and non-terminal functional group. Terminal and non-terminal functional group. So terminal means they are always located at one end of the parent chain. These are all such examples. So aldehyde, it is carboxylic acid, ester, amide, cyanide. What is the name of this functional group, student? Acid halide, where X is halogen. Fluorine, chlorine, bromine, like that. Iodine, yes. SO3H, what is the name of it? Sulfonic acid. Its name is sulfonic acid. So these functional groups always assign the position 1 while numbering to the parent chain. Like example we have taught here, aldehyde, this 4 carbon in the parent chain, longest. So you should begin from here. So its name is 2-methyl butanol. On the other hand, about non-terminal functional group, ketone we can say it is a strictly non-terminal, but sometimes OH and NH2 acting as a terminal or sometimes as non-terminal. So here is the examples for non-terminal functional group, that is alcohol, which acting as terminal as well. What students here? 1-butanol and 2-butanol. In 1-butanol, the numbering to the parent chain from this terminal, because it carry carbon, it carry functional group. But in this second example, being it is a non-terminal here, you have to give the direction to the, you have to assign the numbering to the parent chain in such a way that functional group bearing the carbon should get the lowest possible number. Okay, so this is a brief revision for the previous lecture, from the previous lecture on functional group. So as I mentioned, students, already, if functional group is located at the first position, then no need to locate 1. If you're supposed to locate, nothing is wrong. Okay? And also the rule says, if the one-off suffix or secondary suffix begins with either vowels or y, we should drop or remove the terminal E of its preceding suffix. That's why here E is eliminated. Alphabet E is eliminated because it begins with E. Now let us continue with another rule. This is rule number 2. If two or more, yes, wait a moment. Numbering of parent chain can be done in such direction that functional group carrying the carbon or functional group carrying the carbon should get lowest possible number. Of course, I had discussed already. Just I am writing the rule here, whatever I mentioned above. See, look at in this parent chain. Here, you should start from here. You should start the numbering. But in this example, here it is getting first position because functional group here. But in this direction, in the second example, in this direction, functional group getting the second position. That is from right to left. But in the left to right direction, functional group gets the third position. So this is the wrong direction of numbering. So its IUPAC name will be but and 2-ol. Butan 2-ol. Okay, butan 2-ol. It is a correct IUPAC name according to the, it means which satisfies the rule actually. But in some reference books, they used to write 2-butanol. In some reference books, they used to write 2-butanol. So that may be accepted if you can't found this as one of the option in objective. But in descriptive, you should write butan 2-ol instead of 2-butanol. Okay. So next, third rule. If two or more identical functional groups present, then we use numerical prefix such as, what are they? Di, tri, tetra, etc. while naming. Two or more identical functional group. This time. For two identical functional group, we use a di as a numerical prefix. For 3, it is tri. For 4, it is tetra, and so on. For example, students, here is the compound CH2OH. CH2OH I mentioned. So in this compound, can anyone say the IUPAC name? What is the IUPAC name of this compound? Very good. Giri Prakash, there is a small mistake. Otherwise, it is more than 95% is correct. But can anyone give the accurate answer for this? No. Mithun, it's wrong one. No. Wrong one. Wrong. Okay, listen. There are 2 carbons in the parent chain. No. Mr. Sudarshan, also wrong. Okay. No. Listen carefully. 2 carbons in the parent chain. 2 functional groups as well. Yes. Mr. Pranav give the right answer. Pranav is correct. Very good. It is ethane 1,2 diol. So 2 carbon root word is eth. Single bond primary suffix is ane. And here, no, it is not acid. Srinath, it is alcohol, not acid. Acid is COOH, right? So 1,2 diol methane. So ethane, eth plus ane plus 1,2 diol. So it is a root word, it is primary suffix, it is secondary suffix. Look at with what suffix, with what alphabet the secondary suffix begin? With the D. That's why you cannot drop the terminal E here. So the correct name is, just join the above 3. Ethane, put a hyphen, 1,2, put a hyphen, diol. So Mr. Giri Prakash, do you understand what is that mistake? Minute mistake. It is ethan you give, but it is ethane. Yes. Thank you. Ethane. Right. So now you can easily give the correct name of this compound. How di? Because look at here, 2 identical functional groups there. OH here also OH. What the rule says? If 2 or more than 2 identical functional group present, then we should use the numerical prefix. That's why here how many identical functional groups are there? 2 are there. That's why instead of writing just all, for OH suffix is all, you know, but instead of writing just all, you should write diol. Understand? Very good. Next, Mr. Sherwin and Raghavendra. Yes, both are correct. Give the correct answer for this compound 2, which carry 3 carbon in the parent chain. No substituent here. It's not propan, Sudarshan, it is propane. Propane 1, 2, 3. So 3 identical OH groups here, 3 identical. For 2 OH group diol. For 3 identical, it should write triol. Yes, very good. Yes. Yes. Don't forget, okay? So it's propane, not propane. Students, it is this compound also familiar with its common name or tribal name. What was that? That is glycerol. This compound common name is what, students? Glycerol. This compound also familiar with its common name or tribal name. What, students? Glycol. So as I mentioned earlier that common names you should remember. Okay. So it's difficult at the beginning of studying organic chemistry, but as I mentioned earlier that after finishing the +2 organic chemistry also, then it is easy for you, right? Yes, Mr. Rosham, we can also say this is a glycerin, correct? Glycerin or glycerol both are same. Very good. So now, do you remember the functional group table, students? Means functional group and secondary suffix. Yes. If functional group COH present, its name is oic acid. Or students, oic acid. Very good. If functional group SO3H present, its suffix is sulfonic acid. If functional group acid halide, then its suffix is oil halide. Yes, very good. So COOH we can also represent like this, okay? That means how? How? C double bond O OH. Understand? So nothing is wrong in that. C double bond O OH. So if here in oil halide, if chlorine is present, suppose you should write oil chloride. If bromine is present instead of X, oil bromide. It's OL, OYL. It's not G, students, it is Y. OYL. OYL. Not G, okay. Oil chloride. Similarly, functional group, secondary suffix, so C double bond O NH2. C double bond NH2 name is amide, but its secondary suffix also amide. Okay. So similarly, C double bond OR, where R is alkyl group, like methyl, ethyl, you know. Then its suffix is O8. Very good. O8. What is R here, students? Alkyl group. Similarly, if functional group is CN, you know, its name is cyanide, but secondary suffix we require, that is nitrile. Similarly, if NC present, its name is isocyanide and suffix is isonitrile. Here students, in cyanide and isocyanide, the difference is what? In cyanide, the linkage to the parent chain is through carbon atom, but in isocyanide, the linkage to the parent chain through nitrogen atom. For amide, it is NH2, not NH3. Okay, it is NH2. C double bond O NH2. Then after aldehyde, C double bond OH, suffix is al. Yes, sir. This is the carbon through which this is the carbon bonded to parent chain. See here, Mithun. See here, carbon not satisfying valency because through this bond, it bonded to parent chain. Then only it satisfying the valency of carbon. Here group I am writing. I am not writing the compound. Group. Here also after forming bond with the parent chain, parent carbon chain, then sulfur satisfying its valency. So placing bond here means through this, what students? Through this atom, the parent carbon chain is linked. So carbon now through in amide, only one with NH2, two with oxygen, and one more with the carbon chain. So 4 is satisfied. Nitrogen here NH3, two with hydrogen, one with carbon, 3 valency, and one lone pair is present on nitrogen. In cyanide and isocyanide, what I said? In cyanide, I am placing the bond here, means through this carbon atom, parent, it is linked through parent chain. But here, in isocyanide, through what? Nitrogen atom, it is bonded to parent chain. That's the difference. Linkage is different. In cyanide, linkage through carbon. In isocyanide, linkage through nitrogen atom. Understand? Now here it is a dative bond between nitrogen to carbon. Don't worry. In isocyanide, here it is a dative bond. Okay. Next, it is aldehyde. Al. Can anyone say what is the suffix for C double bond O? Its name is ketone. Its name is ketone. Now what is its IUPAC? Sorry, what is its IUPAC secondary suffix? Yes, very good. So O-N-E. You should pronounce it as own, not one. It is own. Very good, very good. Next, OH. For OH, suffix is ol. See, there is a single alphabet difference between aldehyde and between secondary suffix of aldehyde and alcohol. For aldehyde, it is al, but in alcohol, it is ol. Like, be careful between these two. NH2. For NH2, see here, I am placing the bond before nitrogen. That means through this atom, it bonds, it form a linkage to the parent chain. What is the suffix? A-M-I-N-E, amine. Amine. Okay. Similarly, SH. SH seems to be like alcohol, OH, but you should write its IUPAC suffix is thiol. What, students? Thiol. So these are the functional groups having what suffixes. But students, there are some functional groups. There are some functional groups which have no suffix, which have only prefix. Okay. So don't worry, just revive for a moment. Okay. So the functional groups such as ether, epoxide, also called cyclic ether, halogens, nitro compounds, etc. have no secondary suffix, but they have what, students? Secondary prefix. Secondary prefix, what does signify? Yes, very good. It signify the side chain or substituent. Side chain or substituent. For example, look at ether. Ether. R single bond O R. What is the name of the secondary suffix? Alkoxy. What is R here, students? Alkyl group. Similarly, cyclic ether. Cyclic ether, also called epoxide, or epoxides also called cyclic ether. Its suffix, sorry, its prefix name is epoxy. Okay. Similarly, X. X nothing but what, students? Halogen. Fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine. So what is their prefix? No suffix. Prefix is halo. Prefix is halo. Since these are prefixes, so the hyphen should be followed by its prefix name. Similarly, NO, nitro. NO2 is nitro. NO is nitroso. NO is what, students? Nitroso. Similarly, N double bond N. Azo. AZO. We call it as azo. So there are some functional group, students here have a secondary suffix. Just I mentioned here. While some of them have what, students? Secondary prefix. Secondary prefix means they are treated as side chain only. Understand? So let us discuss the examples one by one. Write the IUPAC name of the following compound. So here is the compound given. Here is the compound given. What is the functional group? Very good. Ketone. Ketone is the functional group, right? Suffix is on. Very good, Japrit and Girish. Yes, very good. So, how many carbon in the parent chain? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 carbon. Very good, very good. 6. So the rule says while numbering the parent chain, the functional group carrying the carbon should get the lowest possible number. So very good, Mr. Girish. Right answer. So you should give in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Very good. So because functional group get in the second position. Forget about the side chain. Okay, functional group we are studying. So its name is, first of all, writing the side chain methyl located at 4th position. That is Higgs, root word, primary suffix an, but ANE you don't write because here the secondary suffix begins with alphabet O. Not, it is hexone, Mr. Raghavendra. You should write the primary suffix, then after secondary suffix. First primary suffix, after root word, primary suffix, then secondary suffix. Okay. Exam 2 on, but you should drop the E. Very good. So what is the name of this compound, students? Tell me. Very good. Aldehyde is the functional group. Very good. Aldehyde is functional group. Very good, Girish. Girish, root word is wrong. Krish, this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 carbon longest. Yeah. The 6, 6 is also wrong. No? Root word is 5. Take care. See, longest 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is the longest. Some students said 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 by taking this, but it is wrong selection. 6 carbon parent chain is wrong selection because in the 6 carbon parent chain functional group is not included. Understand? Functional group is not included if you take this 6 carbon in the parent chain. The rule says functional group should include in the parent chain, even though it is not longest. Understand? Thank you. So now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So here there are 2 branches. Very good. One is ethyl branch at second and another one is methyl at third. Says Girish, now you are correct. It is 2 ethyl, 3 methyl, what? Butanol. Sorry. This pentanol. 5 carbon in the parent chain, so this pentanol. Yes. Yes, it is terminal. Very good. It is terminal. Should get the first position. Non-terminal. Try to give the lowest possible number. Very good. Very good. Now third example. Here I am writing. Yes, we should consider. Yes, the rule says, as I mentioned earlier, look at the rule. In the previous lecture, I taught this. Also, I revised today. Yes, what is that? See here. See the rule, what I am saying, what I am discussed earlier. Yes, select the longest continuous carbon chain should include functional group even though it violates the rules of hydrocarbon. Yes. 6 carbon chain is longest, okay, but here functional group is not included. That's a problem. Functional group is not included. That's why taking this 5 carbon chain, even though it is not longer than 6, but should include parent chain, should include functional group. That's why it is the correct one. Very good. Next. Very good, Girish. Very good. So here functional group is what, students? Carboxylic acid. Functional group is what, students? Carboxylic acid. COOH. Terminal functional group. Very good. So should assign number 1 to this? Terminal, since it is terminal. 1, 2, 3. Longest will be 5. Very good. 5 is the longest. Very good. So these two are the side chain now. This is one CH3, this is another. So this 2, 3. What? Dimethyl. Very good. 5 carbon spent. Primary suffix N and secondary suffix is oic acid. So pentanoic acid, you should read it as pentanoic acid. Very good. Very good, Shervin and Girish, both of you. Give the right answer. Very good. Understand, students? This is the terminal functional group. This is terminal functional group. That's why we should assign one here and then choose the longest. Then we get a two side chain here. CH3, CH3. So 2, 3 dimethyl pentanoic acid. Yes, very good. Very good. Next. So here what is the name, students? Give the name of this compound. Here it is. Amide functional group. C double bond O NH2. Amide. AMIDE. So amide suffix is amide. So it's not acide, it is amide. Mr. Ashwin, it is amide, okay, not acide. So here you should assign with first position 1, then 2, very good, 3, 4, 5 is the longest. Yes, very good. It's 5. So for root word 5 is pent. So how many branches here? 2 branches. Okay, okay, no problem. So 4 branches, sorry. So all 4 branches are methyl groups. So located at third position. So 3, 3 as well as fourth position. 4, 4. So it's okay. It is tetramethyl. So root word pent and amide. Because suffix also here start with a students. That's why you should drop the terminal e of its preceding suffix. Very good. 3, 3, 3. Yes, Mr. Pranav, it is pentanamide. Pentamide is wrong. Okay, because it is root word. This part is a root word. So just an is 1 degree suffix. This amide is 2 degree suffix. So if you write it is pentamide, so it's wrong one because primary suffix you miss completely. Why N is added? Why actually it is C single bond C. For C single bond C, ANE लिखना. ANE should write. ANE is the primary suffix. But the rule says if secondary suffix begins with either vowels or Y, you should drop the terminal E of the preceding primary suffix. So here ANE is the actually, but the rule says drop the E. That's why it is N, not AN, it is N. Pentanamide. Okay, thank you. Next, fifth example. So what is the name of this compound, students? Here, the functional group is here. The functional group is, yes, very good. Its name is cyanide, so you can also say its secondary suffix uh, nitrile. Very good, very good. Now it is a terminal functional group. Terminal. So should assign number 1, 2. Yes, it is chlorine, student. It is chlorine. As I mentioned that earlier, chlorine is always treated as side chain. Yes. Now, after giving to students, in which direction we should move for further proceeding numbering? We should move to the right hand side direction. Why should we move right hand side direction? Because why are you moving in right hand side? Why not left hand side? Well, left hand side also, yes, very good. Left hand side also 5 carbon chain we get, but here substituents. Very good, very good, very good, very good. Girish, Raghavendra. Yes, very good, very good, very good. So how many branches? 3 branches. 1, 2. This is 3. Very good, very good, very good. So if 2 or more carbon chain of equal length present, then the selected chain should include maximum number of functional group. That is the rule. You have read. Very good. Now the name of the name of the side chain here it is propyl. For it is methyl, and for it is chloro. So in alphabetical order, which is comes first? Chloro. For methyl. To propyl. Pentanenitrile. It is not pentanenitrile. Girish, take a look. It is pentanenitrile. E should remain here. Yes, because it begins with alphabet N. What you have to do? If the secondary suffix starts with either A, E, I, O, U or Y. Yes, yes. Then only you should drop the terminal E of its preceding suffix. But here it is N. Starting with N, that's why you cannot stop. You cannot remove this terminal E. Very good, very good. Next, example, sixth. So tell me the name of functional group, students, here. Yes, yes. If there is vowels or Y, alphabet Y. But here begins with N, na? That's why pentane it's remaining. Right. Very good. The functional group is oil halide. Here it is only chlorine. That's why chloro. But here chlorine along with that chlorine is bonded to C double bond O. So its functional group is oil halide. Its suffix is oil halide. Very good. Halide is here chlorine. So it is oil chloride. Very good. OYL. Students, it is OYL, oil chloride. Now, being it is a terminal, should assign the position 1, 2, 3, and then 4. Because it's a terminal. So, Mr. Raghavendra, just check your answer. It is not 2 comma 2 dimethyl. Yes, again, Mr. Girish gave the right answer. Very good, Girish. So, Raghavendra, see the numbering, so, position of substituent, or simply you made a mistake in choosing the locant. Yes, Sudarshan. Sudarshan, be careful while writing. Okay, so it's not proper. It is but. Okay, 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 no problem. So Roshan is correct. Raghavendra is correct. Pranav also correct. Very good. Sudarshan, it is propan. Okay, okay, no problem, no problem. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So it is 3 comma 3 dimethyl butan, butan oil chloride. So butanoyl chloride, you should pronounce it as butanoyl chloride. Noyl. Ashwin, it is not prop. Listen carefully. This is the functional group carbon, position 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's 3 comma 3 dimethyl. So 4 carbons. Yes. But. Primary suffix an. Secondary suffix oil chloride. So since it starts with O, that's why I remove the terminal E of the an suffix. So it is butanoyl chloride. This became now. Very good. Very good. Next. Students, tell me what is the IUPAC, what is the functional group present in this compound 7? Yes, very good. Pranav, it is ester, Mr. Girish, correct? So functional group here, JP, it is ester. Aparajita, correct? Look at C double bond OOR, ester. For ester, what is suffix? O8. Very good, very good. Still, Sherwin, it is not propanoate. It's not propanoate. Take a look. And let me discuss one point before naming. We should start with the alkyl group. Present in ester while giving the IUPAC name or while writing the IUPAC name. Means whenever ester functional group is present, it should start its name with the alkyl group whatever present in the functional group. See, listen carefully. Yes, it is butanoate. Listen carefully. Ester, the general symbol is R, C, double bond O, R, R dash, for example. So this is parent chain. From C double bond O to its left, it is parent chain. Understand? So this is the group that is alkyl group in the ester functional group. This is also alkyl group, no doubt, but this alkyl group is a part of parent chain. This alkyl group R is a part of parent chain, but this alkyl group R dash is not a part of parent chain. It is a part of functional group. It is a part of a functional group. Hope you understand. For ester, listen carefully. R and R dash both are alkyl group, but this R is a part of parent chain, but this is not. This is not. So what do we have to do? The rule says one should start or begins with the alkyl group present in the ester while giving the IUPAC name irrespective of alphabetical order. Understand? So its name will be now. What is alkyl group in the ester? Ethyl. So now I am giving its name. Ethyl. It is ethyl. Now how many carbon in the parent chain? 4 carbon. Yes. Very good. Very good. So that's it is butanoate. Very good. But because 4 carbon, N because of single bond, primary suffix O8. So here it is O8. So the alphabet, it begins with O. So you should drop. You should drop the terminal E of the primary suffix. Very good. Very good. Very good. Next. Yes. Its name is sorry. Tell me how many carbons while giving GIVING or writing also you can say, okay, or giving, okay. Right. Mr. Girish, it's not 5 carbon, it is 6 carbon. Very good, Mr. Ashwin, correct? Yes, Rajesh, it is eggs. Very good, very good. Very good, Mr. Rajesh, very good. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So here it is what, students? It is a non-terminal functional group here. Very good. It is what? Non-terminal functional group. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What is the position it get? Third position. Suppose if you give numbering from here, 1, 2, 3, fourth position. So left to right is correct numbering. Very good. Very good. So now there is a side chain that is Br, bromine. So prefix is bromo. Very good. It's 4 bromo. Very good, Giri Prakash. Ashwin, uh, see, the functional group is amine here. It is our functional group. The rule says, while numbering to the parent chain, the functional group bearing the carbon or carrying the carbon should get the lowest possible number. Left to right functional group position is 3. Right to left functional group position is 4. That's why right to left numbering is wrong. Very good. It's 4 bromo, 6 carbon hex, primary suffix an, and secondary suffix is amine. But you should write the locant of amine here, students. Very good. It is 3 amine. Very good. Very good, Sudarshan. Correct. It is 3 amine. Right. Right. So Raghavendra, take care. You should write the secondary suffix at the last. Okay. So it is 4 bromo, right? Hex, A-N-E, but you should drop the E, then followed by amine. It's 3 amine because it's a non-terminal. So locant you should write. Should write the locant. So hope you understand, students, today's class. It's the naming of what? Functional group. Okay. So in my next lecture, after practicing few examples, I will continue with the another set of IUPAC rules. This time contain polyfunctional group. Okay. So thank you so much. That's all for today class. We'll meet tomorrow. Thank you.